Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm taking you thrifting as I look for cottage vintage home decor on a budget. I'm glad you are joining me as I have some great finds I want to share with you that were on my list and I'm always looking for. So hope you find some inspiration, thumbs up, and subscribe. Hope you enjoy. So I do have a small haul to share with you. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my fan. It is currently 34 degrees here. In Fahrenheit, it's about 93. But our issue is usually the humidity. So I have my fan going. So I apologize if you hear that noise. But I'm just going to share this small haul. There's not that much out there right now. I think everybody should be and probably is at the beach or enjoying their cottages. So the first item I'm sharing here is this beautiful tray. I don't think it's made out of wood. Maybe it is. I can't tell. Probably it is. Not the best quality, but the design here is really nice. Again, that wonderful edge here. And this is almost like a green gray. I really, really love that. It actually reminds me of one my mom has, but hers is smaller. So that's probably why I picked this up. I just really, really love it. It has kind of a golden look. And again, all this design here is just really, really pretty. And I thought this is going to be, wonderful for late summer styling and certainly into the fall. As you know, I usually have my coupon from Value Village here in Canada. And so it was $6.99, and I believe I had a 20% off coupon this time for this round. There is kind of a sticker on the back here. That was still there. And even on the bottom has a nice design. So I think this was like a really pretty find, and it's going to look gorgeous. So the items I'm sharing today are a collective haul. I've gone to different thrift stores, and sometimes some other places have different coupons, but the Value Village items, I did get 20% off. This beautiful one in particular, I believe I showed you some clips there. I just love this. You know me with the blue and white. And also, this is Lake Louise in Alberta, Canada. So, of course, I had to pick this up. I love this design again. Look at those flowers. Isn't that just so pretty? And again, the little edging here. There's also a great stamp on the back. And I found this for $6.99. So you know how I love salt and pepper shakers. This one I found, and there was only one. So I'm guessing maybe it was for something else, because I looked at the top. And if you know anything about this style, maybe it was used for something else, or maybe it was for salt or pepper. But this gorgeous, very heavy crystal piece, I just had to bring it home. I got it at the Mission Thrift Store for $2.49. And I thought it was a nice piece. I like that has a different height compared to usually the small little salt and pepper shakers. So this next find I got at the Salvation Army. And I found it for $2.99. And I just thought it was pretty. I wish there was more. There was just the one. Yeah, I love the kind of dark green color here. These beautiful fall leaves. There's the wheat, some acorns. I think it's a really pretty, pretty design. I'm going to use it for some fall decorating. There's also this beautiful scene here. I love that. And it is a piece of ironstone and just gorgeous. So let me know if you have this type of ironstone. I did run into somebody at the Salvation Army, and they mentioned that they have a whole collection of these. So like I said, let me know if you have this style as well. I couldn't pass these beautiful little creamer and sugar bowls. I found these at the Mission Thrift Store. I really love the design, and I was happy that there was both of them. Usually you only find the one. And these were only 99 cents, which I thought that's a really good price for us here. It's a nice heavy crystal, really, really pretty. And why I liked this was that it also had this cute little spoon. So I wasn't 100% sure if it went with it, but I found it like that. And when I went to the cash, I asked if this belongs here. and she gave it to me anyways. I think those are so pretty, and they can be used anywhere in any type of styling. So I had to get this beautiful, I'm assuming it was a perfume bottle. I found it for $5.99 at Value Village, and this pretty delicate piece is just stunning. So I'll just remove the top here, and the bottom, like, this is very heavy. I'm not sure if it's crystal or just glass, but it's certainly vintage inspired. I love this. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then this certainly looks like this would be for applying perfume of some sort. This has a beautiful design as well. I find this is really easy to use if that's what you're going to be using it for. So I just styled it here on this thrifted beautiful tray. I added some thrifted, those little flowers, my beautiful swan, just some jewelry. Some pieces are mine, thrifted watch, and just set up a nice little vignette here. Here we go again. Beautiful, gorgeous blue and white plate. I found this at the Salvation Army. I actually saw another shopper, and she had 2 plates and some other blue and white items. And I'm like, oh, you got it all. So I just kind of searched around, and I found this one left. I guess she missed it. But again, look at this detail. So pretty. I just love these flowers. Just the design is stunning. Beautiful castle in the middle. And I found this for $3.99. And as you can see there, it's Johnson Brothers. So, of course, for that price, it was coming home. I found this piece the same day. I usually don't film in Salvation Army. It's very tight in there, and it's just hard to film. So I did get both of these, the beautiful plate and this, and I put it back a couple of times because I did pick up one a little while ago, but this one has a different design. I wish there was 2, but I think this is going to be gorgeous on, you know, a bookshelf somewhere, styled with some books, you know, candles, etc. I think it's going to be really pretty, wonderful piece. I love this, again, the design here on the bottom and the way this goes like this. It's a certainly wonderful piece. It's very heavy, and I found it for $5.99. And even just putting it with this blue dish, it just sparkles. I think it's just gorgeous. So I'm just going to pop some candles in there. Of course, they're not fitted properly. I would, it's just to give you a little look and how that gorgeous, that beautiful glass candle holder is. While I was thrifting at Value Village, a fresh cart came out, and I followed the staffer, and she had this in her hand, and I'm like, don't even bother putting it down on the shelf, just directly into my cart. These are so hard to find, especially at the thrift stores, and I think if they are, they get scooped up really fast. But this one I'm really happy with. It has the symbol there, so I believe that indicates it's a 1/3 of a quart or 3-quart bean pot. So beautiful ironstone. I love the 2 colors here, just gorgeous. I found this for $8.99, and remember, I always have a great coupon, so I thought this was quite the steal to get this. What other fabulous thing is that it has the original lid. It's the same material as the pot. It was all clean inside. I just gave it a little bubble bath, but it needs some more, you know, elbow grease to clean up whatever else is on here. The handle's all intact, And I think this is going to be beautiful styling for, late summer. Oh, the fall is going to look gorgeous. And, you know, you'll just have to let me know, do you collect these as well? And is there anything else you can tell me about this type of stoneware? So I just added some floral. I wanted to show you how pretty that is. It's just looks like kind of a sunflower daisy idea with some other greenery. I think that's from the dollar store, and I've had it forever, both of them. I think this is from Michael's, and I believe they have it still now if you're looking for that. All their spring and summer items, I believe, are 70% off right now. I think at the time of filming, everything is like on clearance, heavy clearance. So I thought it was beautiful. These colors here, I think go very, very well with this. And I think, like I said, it's great for the summer and certainly, for the fall. I found another one the same day. I couldn't believe it. This one was actually sitting on the shelf. And it looks like most of it is worn off here, this stamp, but it says half. So I'm guessing half a quart. But another bean pot, just so pretty. Again, the same like this one here, just a different size. I don't know if this is the original lid though, because it seems like it's plastic. But it fits perfectly on the top here. So again, gorgeous piece of stoneware. Really, really nice, just like that. And I was like really, really happy that that they were both there. And of course, scoop it up or it's gone. I just realized I think I forgot to mention that I found this one for $6.99. So very, very reasonably priced for a thrift store here in Ontario, Canada. So this is the last piece I have to show you. It's obviously a candlestick. I found it at the Mission Thrift for $1.49. So what caught my attention is copper. Always. Any type of metal like the brass and copper always, draws me in. I love this blue and white kind of ceramic middle part of this candlestick. And then again, the copper on the top. So I thought that was a pretty good price and a unique, different piece. I've never seen something like that. I'm glad that you could join me for the haul. Certainly a mix, a very eclectic mix of kitchen items, vintage stoneware, some very fancy, wonderful crystal, some gorgeous personal items as well for a dresser vignette. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, as I have all kinds of great content coming your way, and I don't want you to miss anything. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.